Highas and higher healing vibrations. Cosmic Cat here. Welcome to my channel. Let's get right into affirmations for the inner child. Welcome to those of you who are new to my channel. This is where we go in depth on what the author is speaking about for this specific day. And then we pull some cards to figure out what may be going on here on a deeper level. Be sure that you allow yourself to connect to each card that comes your way, also to the energy that is spoken about. Some of this you may feel triggered to a degree, or you may feel a sudden burst of love come into your heart space and just feel so at peace. Okay, there's so many different ways for the energy to affect us. So let's just be open and receptive to whatever it is that we receive at this time. It may help bridge your connection to your inner child, or be another aspect that you can work on building. Team building with your inner child is what Spirit just shared with me. I do have a crystal ball in front of me. If I receive messages regarding this during the reading, I will share with you at that time. Spirit is ever present with us, and the space is protected with Archangel Michael's shield. Okay, let's see. That's the affirmations for the inner child, September 23rd. Today, Spirit's also saying today is much like yesterday's energy for some. Hit that like button if it resonates with you. September 23rd, identity. I allow my inner child to be himself. Say that with me. I allow my inner child to be himself. When I was a child, I tried to please others, to anticipate their needs, to be all that I thought they wanted me to be. Like a chameleon, I could change at will depending on whom I was with and what I assumed that person would like best. I was proud of this ability, but it also terrified me. I didn't know who I really was, or if there was anyone inside me at all. Today I allow my inner child to be himself. I respect his individuality, his wants and needs, his talents and his limitations. I hold his thoughts, ideas, goals, and discoveries in high regard. I will allow and encourage him to look within to find and respect his uniqueness. He is no longer invisible to others. He is a real person in his own right. I delight in making his acquaintance, and I trust that others will like and respect him as I do. How do you feel in reference to identity? Have you ever felt your identity lost? There are so many that grow up being people pleasers and living this way, trying to gain respect, acknowledgement, appreciation, trying to be seen by the ones we look up to most. Typically our parents, our guardians, whoever it was that raised us. So shape-shifting and moving about, this actually really goes well with as far as if you always try to fix others' problems. Lacking what's on your plate. Why are you filling your plate up? Why are you making others' plates and leaving yourself to starve? Is what Spirit just gave to me to share. Why are you making others' plates without making a plate for yourself? So there's a lot in here in this very top part about trying to please others, assume what they need, or project what they need, what they want. For some, this is a complete distraction of your own pain. You know this to be true, and it's the way that you prefer to live your life. However, you being here proves otherwise, that it's not how you really want to live your life anymore. Maybe you did need at that time, it served a purpose for you, but now no longer it does. Now you want to understand how to go within to get to know who you are, who your inner child is, going within and finding your own beliefs, your own needs, your own wants, not trying to go out and be what others want. You're going within to discover who you really, truly, authentically are, remembering who you are before you came to Planet Earth School. Let's pull some cards. How do you feel about your identity? Who is that brave, courageous soul that's going to share something in the comments below? Look, we had one stay. Maybe perhaps this one's for you. Yes. Jump high and hard with intention and heart. It's up to you to make your own life. Thank you, Spirit, very much. It is up to you to make your own life, and that goes really well with identity. Have you ever truly felt lost? Because losing your identity is frightening on a deep level. And I speak with knowledge of this. Having lost my own identity prior to losing a person very dear to me, to my life, was really going back to zero on many levels, more ways than one. Spiritually, cosmically, identity, not knowing who you really are. Spirit's asking you to jump high and hard with intention and heart. So intend on removing people pleasing from your life. Intend on starting to create healthy boundaries for relationships. Intend on doing cord cutting ceremonies for toxicity that you have within yourself tied to, and also relationships that are tied to toxicity that you're ready to release, ready to remove and let go of in your life. On an energetic level, and doing these cord cutting ceremonies with compassion in your heart for the other person. Yes, that is not always easy to do. However, Spirit is saying there are ascended masters that can help you with this, and your own spirit guides if you call upon them. A dragon may help you if you visualize dragons or see them often in your meditation. This dragon could be coming because you are trying to reunite with your inner child, and the dragon is the bridge for you to meet with your inner child or your higher self, okay? That's a message I just received. Okay. There's also, I'm getting through the crystal ball, the need to empty your mind. As losing my own identity, one of the things that I definitely felt was a loss of who I was on many levels. Loss of who I was, and so as you are able to quiet your mind and quiet the norm or the way that you typically would handle or live your day-to-day in your identity, getting close with your inner child, making sure someone here has done this. Share with me in the comments below or hit that like button. Okay, I am meant to take you. Okay. Spirit wants you to know there's something important about number 3. Do you know what this is? Share with me in the comments below. Is number 3 your favorite number? Share with me and tell me why. Okay, healing. Focus on your healing journey, whether it's physical, emotional, or spiritual healing. Seek out practices that restore, balance, and well-being. Allow yourself the time and space to recover, rejuvenate, and emerge stronger. So continued healing. Many of you are on your healing journey. You're here for an inner child reading as we understand. So being that many of you are on your journey, some of you are not, and you're asked, this is a clear asking from Spirit. You've asked for Spirit's guidance, and this is Spirit's answer to you, that healing is necessary, going within is necessary. Setting intentions every day and living through your heart space, your compassion every day is what is being asked of you. Do not block this from yourself, they are saying. Yes, it is possible. If you immediately say it's impossible, then it will be for you, they are saying to me. What can restore your balance and your well-being? Meditating is very much the energy that is being shown in this card, but also what I felt before I even pulled the card. Going within, that is meditating. That is emptying your mind and clearing it of everything. Illusions, what you think you know, what you do know. Allowing your mind to empty and to just be. Just be. Let's see what else we have here. We have shuffled our cards. We have shuffled everything upside down, so this is how we're doing this. I'm not really big into reversals, but feel free to reverse them in your own self and time if you feel the need and desire. But I clearly shuffled the deck upside down, so there's something about turning your life. Your life is going to feel as if you are upside down, because of what you've always known and the way you've lived. I mean, you have lived this life of identity for decades, however old you are. Who's 30 today? Somebody turned 30? I do a birthday reading every day. I would encourage you to check that out if it is your birthday, or if you are feeling feeling like you are going through an initiation phase, an in-between phase. For those of you already working with this healing path and journey, that are already working on releasing the old identity that you once carried, and now you're not quite absorbed. You've been able to let go of some of the old energy, but you haven't yet absorbed or created the new. You have made space for new energy, yet it has not come yet. You are in between a transitional phase here. It can feel uncomfortable, yet everything that is uncomfortable is not bad, Spirit says. We have this Nine of Cups, loving energy, and I actually am feeling the Lover's card here. True intimacy. Some of you lost your identity in another. You took their wounds. You took their pain. Perhaps you even took their joy, their love. And in exchange, they took yours as well. The Nine of Cups is about accomplishments. Allow yourself to feel whatever you feel by looking at this card. Whatever comes to mind first is exactly what is meant to come to your mind. Do not second guess yourself. Do not doubt yourself. Maybe it's this, maybe it's that. I'm feeling this, or do not be afraid to speak or feel what you are feeling. That is a block. If you are blocking yourself, you are doing more damage than good. It's kind of being stuck in the mud, okay? So allow the feeling to flow. For someone, this card is you. Both of these energies are you. Your masculine and your feminine. And I guess this is why birthdays came up, because Spirit's saying this is your feminine looking to your masculine at this time, calling upon your inner masculine energy, your inner divine masculine energy to step up. Your strength, your protection, to step up and stand up for you with compassion in your heart. Some of you are feeling Lady Nada's energy. Lady Nada, a heart awakening. This is not just you spewing compassion and love for others. This is you taking ownership and accountability for the times you didn't have the love, and owning your part, your emotions. And for others, there is a sense of balance with your masculine and feminine within. We did just enter Libra season, and Libra is all about balance. I'm being reminded to remind you that this is a general reading, to make sure to take what resonates. And if you're not feeling that energy, it could definitely, it's the energy, it could be the energy of what you're feeling, okay? Because it's general, there are so many different energies I'm picking up at this time. So share with me what this is for you. What does this Nine of Cups, what are you feeling with this Nine of Cups energy? For some of you, this is your relationship, the love that you shared with another. It was your identity. And you were asked to kill it. Because your identity was based on others and not your own. Because you lost who you were. Spirit guided you to come back home to yourself for healing, for rediscovery, new discovery, for finding yourself, for cutting through illusions. In this energy, there's in the relationship, there would be no way for you to actually gain your sense of identity. There was no room for it. There was no room for your emotions here. There was no room for your love here. There was no room for your identity. You gave it up freely for the other, for someone else. And this just could have been the most beautiful feeling you ever experienced for quite some time. Yet when the happiness and the joy and the sun turned dark into a storm, there was no time to heal. There was no willingness to speak about the trauma, the times that weren't cupcakes and rainbows. And you needed that in your life. You lost your identity. And so this transformation comes here. Number 13 could be significant, and there's 13 moon cycles. The moon energy is definitely bringing this into fruition. Shadow aspects. Where are you going in your life? This shows that a big transition is coming or is here for you now. Your old identity is being dissolved at this time. You are alchemizing and bringing into your life the star energy. Allow yourself to feel anything you feel by looking at this card. The star energy shining bright in the darkness. Balancing being on Earth and the cosmos. As I said, the moon is guiding you so much, and here we have this full moon. Also looks like a crescent moon. You're watering your peace. You're sharing peace. You're gaining inner peace with your inner child through the healing. Many of you will reach this state if you follow what Spirit's asking of you at this time. The star comes to bring back into balance what's been out of balance for you. Maybe, who knows how much time this has been out of balance for you. Has it been since you were a child? Has it been since, excuse me, has it been decades? The star is bringing about clarity, brings meaning back to your life, and hope and restoration. The emotions flow. You share the peace you've gained with others. You honor life and see through different eyes. Inspirational being you've become. This is the number 17. That's significant for you. Your identity. If you're being asked right now, someone is being asked to actually leave a relationship for healing. It's not the first time you've been asked this, and it will not be the last. Guides will continue to come to you, and it will continue to surface in your mind until you are able to actually make this happen. Be fearless is the message I'm receiving. To not reject death. To not reject the death of a part of you that once lived in the people-pleasing mode, the chameleon part of you that shifted around to be what everybody else wanted you to be. The death is an opportunity to release that which isn't serving you, so that you can step into your true state of being and become the star that you have always been, you've known to always be. Not boastfully, very humble star you are. And someone here is, there is a death, a literal, actual, physical death for someone here. And I hear the number 3 again, so maybe there's 3 of you. This is the number 13. Maybe someone passed on the 3rd and you're still struggling with this. It could have been your partner, your wife, your husband, the love of your life, the love of your children. And now you've lost your identity because they are gone. And so this grief, this sorrow that you're feeling, that's affecting you, can be lifted. Allow the healing to begin. Set your intention. What do you intend on bringing into your life? How do you intend on moving forward? Meditating, healing is going to be a wonderful place to begin. A positive place to put your energy. That's the message I have for you today. Share in the comments below how this resonates for you. The divine in me honors the divine in you. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.